Hey guys, hello! Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Steven. I'm in Las Vegas, as you can tell. I start a 4-day trip tomorrow on my birthday. I turn 51 years old tomorrow. But with all the craziness going on and my butt hurting from sitting playing video games as long as I have for the past couple of days, I decided to go for a walk. I had heard that the strip was pretty much closed. Yep. There's two women walking behind me. And I see one other person down there. But look at this. You'll never see this again. This is something you'll never see again. All right. Recently, Fly with Stella posted a video about how empty New York was. Well, I'll do you one better. Look at Las Vegas. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people walking anywhere, not counting the police officers. See the police officers and their guard dogs on the bridge over there. They must be stopping people from going into the Venetian. Look how crazy this is. Look, there's 2 more people down there. Alright, so I'm gonna bus home because I'm getting kind of chilly. It was about 60 and it's probably dropped, 10 degrees, and I think that might be my bus. I have to go home and meal prep for work tomorrow and do some laundry. Yep, that's my bus. So I will see you probably tomorrow evening on my way to work. Bye. So on the way home, I stopped off at the grocery store and picking up one of those little mini birthday cakes because my birthday is tomorrow, and I don't know if anything looks more depressing than a little miniature birthday cake. But then I decided to get more cat food while I was here because while I have some put aside for Diana, I wanted to get a couple more cans. Looks like I'm going to have to get something she's not so fond of. And I was going to buy some of the squeeze-ups, but there are no more. I have some put aside, but I'm a hoarder when it comes to the cats. Looks like not today. Hey guys, so I'm at the airport. I'm supposed to fly to Boston tonight, the beginning of a 4-day trip, but I noticed that my flight was canceled tonight. But I still have to show up at the airport and check in and then wait for crew scheduling to call and release me. Now with all that's going on, who knows when that might be. There's been discussion of when we can leave, but it turns out it really seems that we have to wait till crew scheduling calls us. And that could be hours and hours and hours. So I have my laptop so I can play a video game. And there are lots of people in the room with the same situation. So, so for dinner, I ate some of my birthday cake, which was horrible. It was that fake white whipped cream topping. It was just disgusting. So I had a few bites of that for dinner, and then that's it. So now I'm in the crew room. I'm going to eat some lasagna that I brought with me in my crew bag and settle in with a video game. This is why you have, this is an extreme reason, a version. This is an extreme reason to be flexible. But as a flight attendant, we kind of have to roll with the punches. But know your contract. Know your contract. All right, so I'll let you guys know what's happening when it happens. For now, I'm going to sit down with my laptop and my coworkers and chat, and we'll see what happens. So wait till you hear what this trip has turned into. I'm supposed to fly to Boston. Well, I'll tell you about that when I get to Fort Lauderdale. In the meantime, oh my God. Remember, if you're going to become a flight attendant, you have to be very, very flexible under awful situations. All right. Cross your fingers. This trip is going to kill me. I got 0 sleep on that flight. And now that we're finally in Fort Lauderdale, the gate agents can't get the jet bridge to the aircraft, and so they have to call a mechanic in. And we're already at minimum rest. We have an 8-hour and 27-hour layover. But if we don't get our hotel room key literally by 8 o'clock, 8 hours before our check-in time, we won't be legal to fly tomorrow. So, what a birthday, what a birthday. Well, it's officially not my birthday anymore, right? It's the day after. All right, so let's see what happens. Hey guys, all right, so we're finally in the hotel room. It's 8 o'clock in the morning here in Fort Lauderdale. We landed at like 5:50 something in the morning. It's taken us this long to find out where we're staying. We called crew scheduling, who we assumed had some information as to where we should be staying, because the hotel that's listed for us in our schedule isn't open. It's closed as of this morning, and they knew it. Then the guy at crew scheduling told us a hotel that we are not supposed to be staying in on a recorded line, so that might help us later. And I don't know how we found out where we're staying. We're staying in a third hotel that we did not know about. And then, so there was that. And then crew scheduling doesn't seem to understand, or the one person we spoke with didn't understand, that we are now closer to 7 hours of rest. Less than that, actually, at this point, because we just literally got in the hotel room. And he's telling, well, you know, the door opened at 6:53, so your rest period started at 6:53. And that's not the case. That is not the case at all, especially in a situation where we are already at reduced rest. Whatever, it was contentious, to say the least. I'm just thanking God that it was another coworker who was talking to them and not me, because as you know me, I try to be a nice person. Not in this situation right now. I lack patience entirely, and I was getting very snippy. I wasn't even on the phone call. So thankfully, that coworker is, and his fiance, my coworkers I'm flying with this month, they're in their room calling and talking to crew scheduling. They're going to call me with some information. So if my phone rings, you'll know it. Yeah, so we're going to find out what time our show time is later on today. We're supposed to deadhead from here in Fort Lauderdale up to Boston, stay in Boston, and then work. Oh, I didn't tell you this. So we deadheaded on our airline from Vegas to Fort Lauderdale. We have less than minimum rest, which is illegal for us to fly tomorrow, but we have a deadhead scheduled from Fort Lauderdale on our airline to Boston. Then we're supposed to work a Boston PWI turn, a West Palm Beach turn. And then the next day, we're supposed to double deadhead, first on American and then on our airline to get back to Las Vegas. They deadheaded us here today to Boston tomorrow to work one turn up and down the East Coast. Now, mind you, this is a rant. This is a rant. We have 2 full bases in Florida, Orlando and Fort Lauderdale. We're going to work that Palm Beach turn, West Palm Beach turn, and then they're going to deadhead us 2 trips. One, which is 3 full price tickets on American. They're paying full price for these tickets. I'm sure the tickets aren't that expensive in this climate, but that's what we're doing. This trip, it was canceled, and we have to show up at base and check in for situations like this where they might have something else for us to do. But this is just wackadoodle. I really would like to swear, because I love to swear. You don't hear me swear often on my channel, but I love to swear, especially the F word. It's like favorite punctuation. This is effed up. And they're on the phone yesterday saying this is IROP. Yeah, we know it's IROP. We have all been through not similar situations, but we've all been through IROP, and this is even bad for IROP. All right, rant over. I'm going to let me give you a quick hotel room tour because that's hysterical. It's hysterical. So I'm going to give you a tour, and then I'm going to unpack my bag a little bit, not completely, because I don't know how long I'm in this hotel room. All right, so let me give you a little hotel room tour. There's one thing that's hysterical, and then I will update you when I find out more about what's going on. Oh my God, God help me. All right, tidy little bathroom. Hello, mirror. I like this little closet unit. I think that's cute. How you can combine a closet and a coffee maker in one. How wonderful is that? Very nice beds. The mattresses are super, super soft. I'm not fond of them. But this is my view. Get ready for my view. Nothing is wrong with my camera. That's just a wall. Yeah. God. And there's a sprinkler right there. I wonder why. All right, whatever. Hey guys, I need a haircut and a beard trim. Look at me. I'm a mountain man. So changing plans. Last, I think I told you I was going to be deadheading all over the place to work one PBI turn, right? Well, we were on minimum rest, below minimum rest, when we got here to, where are we, Fort Lauderdale. So crew scheduling, my coworkers called crew scheduling and tried to figure out what was going on. Crew scheduling finally called me back later on, probably about 10 o'clock, to let me know that I was going to be flying tonight. I had a 13-hour layover, so I got to sleep, thank goodness. I'm flying to Atlanta tonight, and then tomorrow, and I have about 12 hours. Then tomorrow I'm flying to New Orleans, and then up to Chicago. And then the day after that, I'm deadheading from Chicago to Vegas. That's the plan now. My coworkers, the other two coworkers I was with on this trip, because they're senior to me, were able to deadhead back to Vegas. They were done. This is part of being a junior flight attendant, is that if anyone's going to be let go from a pairing, being caught from a pairing with pay protection, it's going to be the most senior members of the pairing. The most junior person is going to get the short end of the stick. And guess who that was? So my coworkers deadheaded back to Vegas probably recently, and then I will be flying to Atlanta tonight. We'll see what happens, because, you know, so many flights are canceled. There's almost no one in this hotel. I've seen 2 guests, and I don't know what they're doing here because everything's closed. But, so I will let you know what's going on once I get to the airport. I'll see what happens. Alright, I don't know if you can really see this. I'm at the Fort Lauderdale airport. I'm not sure if you can see. It's so hard to see. It's a little ring with a little airplane on it. And there's little earrings right there. And a necklace. And over here, it's in gold. Look at how, you really can't see how cute this is in person. But check out Monini Monini Crew. She's actually a coworker who designed her own line of jewelry. So you can probably find her at this website or on Facebook. I'm in the Fort Lauderdale airport, still heading towards my gate, and I just saw this display of like artists, and my coworker Monini has some of her jewelry on display. Super cute. She does great little bag tags and obviously jewelry. So go check out her website, MoniniCrew.com. Hey there, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
Or you can find her on Facebook, I'm sure. Super cute. Tell her I said hi. All right, so we're on the plane. It's 3:21. We're flying to Atlanta. It holds 228 passengers, and we have about 109 booked. We'll see how many people actually show up for the flight. Let's go to Atlanta. Hey guys, I'm in the hotel room here in Atlanta. I need to cut my hair and trim this beard. I look like a cross between a plucked chicken and Ernest Hemingway. Crazy. So, we arrived at our hotel probably about 10 minutes ago. It's just about 3 o'clock in the morning in the East Coast. We got here and one of my coworkers went, gee, can I order some grits, or can I order something, or what time is breakfast? And I was like, man, I don't really think they have breakfast right now, because the hotel's almost empty except for flight attendants. And the guy at the front desk, who's super nice, said, oh no, the restaurant's closed. She's like, oh, can I get grits or something here at the bar here or something? And the guy at the front desk was like, no, you don't understand. We laid off the kitchen staff. Like, no one works here. And it really, really woke me up. That really woke me up. I'm surprised at myself. I really am, because I try to be compassionate towards other people. I try. I'm not always very successful, but I try to be compassionate and empathetic, not just sympathetic. I try. Again, sometimes I fail. Often I fail. Boy, I have to tell you, I'm sort of disappointed with myself to a degree, well, to a great degree, in how self-centered I have been. I worry about my cats, and now that my cats are settled and I have enough food put aside for them, and my own needs are probably going to be met easily. Like, I have enough food in the house for easily 2 solid weeks. I don't always want the food I have stockpiled. I always have cravings for something I don't have, but I have food in my apartment for at least 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. And I have a job. I got a schedule for next month, so I have a line, which means I'm going to be pay protected no matter if I fly or if I don't fly, so no worries. So I have a paycheck. I'm going to be short next month by like $600 if we don't fly, because, per diem is a big part of my income. But I still am going to have enough money to pay my rent and my cell phone bill. So I know that for a fact. And this guy at the front desk just totally woke me up. Some flight attendants have lost their jobs, and that's a very sad thing, and I'm very, very sad for a lot of our flight attendants. I think Compass Airlines is going out of business. Other airlines, smaller ones, are going out of business. Other airlines are looking at furloughing. Internationally, a lot of them have furloughed their flight attendants. Me and my life and my self-centeredness, I just think about me and my community of flight attendants, and I forget how many retail workers, everyone in this country is pretty much, not everyone, a lot of people are suffering. And it's not just like the airline industry is taking a huge hit, but with that comes hotel workers, retail workers, hotel workers, cleaners, ramp agents, everyone. And how many of those people aren't employed by the airlines, but they're contracted out, and those people don't have jobs. And it just shakes me a little bit that it's taken me this long to really, really come to terms with the fact that so many are being impacted by this crazy time that it's mind-boggling. So I feel sort of a little bit of survivor's guilt, kind of, in that I still have a job. And while I won't have a lot of money, I'm going to be going back to the same income I had when I first started this job, which is, pretty tight. But I'm so grateful right now for what I do have. And I feel so bad for those people who have lost and are going to lose everything in the coming weeks. I shudder to think about the number of people who will become homeless or unemployed in these next few weeks. I just can't even wrap my mind around it. So there's some happy thoughts for the end of the night. I'm going to, something else I'm grateful for. Okay, so when I went to the airport for my canceled trip, I was expecting to go to the airport sit there for a few hours, wait for crew scheduling to call me and say, oh, go home, this trip's canceled, you're released. Well, as you know, by watching this video, they did not release me. They sent me off on a trip. And so I am super grateful that I had packed a lunch because everything is closed. Not just the hotel restaurants, but I mean, most airport things are closed. There was a Shake and Shack or something open in Fort Lauderdale, but for the most part, everything was closed and there's no food anywhere. So I'm super happy. I just accidentally threw a bag full of food together. There was no thought. I put like 4 of my little frozen lasagnas that I like a lot. I put those in my lunch bag with lots of like Triscuits and just random stuff. But thank goodness, because otherwise I don't know what I would do because there was no food around here. But blah, blah, blah. I'm rambling. I'm going to open my laptop, play a video game for a little while. That's going to get me kind of drowsy, and then hit the sheets. So I'll see you tomorrow when we will fly from Atlanta to New Orleans and then Chicago. Good night. Hey guys, hi. So I'm at the Atlanta hotel. I'm waiting for the 1:30 shuttle. I was going to take the 2 o'clock shuttle, but I was just twiddling my thumbs up in the hotel room. And I'm going to see if there's not something to eat at the airport. I think Burger King was open yesterday. Oh, that was Fort Lauderdale. I don't know. Just in case something's open, I can grab something to eat. I've got 2 small meals that would last me tonight and then tomorrow before I get back to Vegas. So if I can eat something in Atlanta airport, great. If not, I've got some snacks in my bag to carry me through. And there's cup of noodles on the plane, so I'll do that. Yeah, it's just watching the news, and it is a crazy, crazy, crazy time. When I'm at work, I love to be social. I love my guests. I love talking. If you've ever flown with me, you know that I love to talk. I'm very social. But I can as easily turn that off, and I am very content to be alone, usually with my cats. And I feel especially suited for this time of social isolation. It's a weird time. I'm very comfortable alone and by myself and sort of isolated, where a lot of my acquaintances seem to be struggling with this sense of isolation. I find it pretty normal. Very strange time. All right, so I am going to jump on the shuttle in a few minutes. I see it right there, and I will see you soon. I don't know, at the airport, maybe in Chicago. All right, so I'm in Atlanta. There's still a line for security. Not much of one, but there's still a line. Hello. So we're in New Orleans, Nolans, whatever. We're going to be heading to Chicago. This flight from Atlanta to New Orleans was supposed to be booked at 108. There were 38 people on board. And then this flight, we're booked at 58. God knows how many people are going to be on it to Chicago. We'll see. We'll see. But the flight was nice. I had a nice time to chat with one of our guests, which is she was an emergency room nurse, and we had a really nice chat about how valuable our nurses are and how important they are, especially during times like this. Yeah, just hanging out, looking at YouTube, and waiting for boarding. All right. Well, I will see you in Chicago. Howdy. All right, so I got into my hotel room here in Chicago. I'm going to be deadheading tomorrow morning. I'm only here for about 11 hours. I could have alternate deadheaded, which means just taking another flight earlier than my deadhead with crew scheduling's approval. But I did not sleep well last night. I got in about, 3 o'clock in the morning is when I think I was talking to you guys last. I didn't sleep until about 6 and then woke up at noon to get the day started. So I think I'm going to just stay in the hotel room here, eat something, and then go to sleep. Sleep as much as I want to, which will be nice. I have to be at the airport at 7:20. I'll be back in Las Vegas at like 10 o'clock. I talked to the gate agent, and she pretty much assured me that our morning flights are definitely going out. There was only one cancellation to Vegas today, so I should have no problem getting back home. Yeah, I think that's about it. How about a room tour? I don't think I've been in Chicago for a long time. How about a room tour? There you go. I'm kidding. Let me show you this room because I do like it, and I'll talk to you maybe tomorrow. Toodaloo. All right, room tours always start in the bathroom. I like how they pile the towels up really nicely. There's a nice roomy shower, and there's a tub as well, which is interesting. I don't take baths because I displace too much water. There are two fairly big, I think they're full-size beds, and there's a big, we call this a shrunk. I'm not in, when we lived in Germany, I'm not sure what they call it here in the States, but that was called a shrunk in Germany. Big desk, big TV, nice little seating area, and the view is not too shabby. I love these curtains. Well, yeah, I guess it is pretty shabby. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. All right, guys, one more leg. It's just a deadhead. It's a 320. There are 30-something passengers booked. I don't know how many people will be actually boarding, but I'd say about 30% of that's going to be other flight attendants deadheading to Vegas. It's a whole bunch of us deadheading, so I think half the plane will be wearing black and yellow. Talking to myself, sorry. Okay, so that white area there is Pikes Peak. It's, the pilot just said the highest point in Colorado, I think. 14,000 feet? Something like that. We're 38,000 feet up. And it looks like some sort of strip mine over there. Interesting. Flying, I actually never get the chance to see things like this. I'm always working. I can't look out the windows. And that white line over there, I think the Rockies. Pretty cool. Now, I don't know if that curved, see that curved line of white to the left? I don't know if that's the Rockies exactly, but we're flying over really mountainous terrain. It's beautiful. I'm not sure what you can see in this little camera of mine, but it's stunning. Look how beautiful this is. Holy gosh. Isn't that wild? I never see these views. Looking out of the window that we get up on the jump seat, you hardly see anything. Look at that. And that is the Hoover Dam. The bridge, that line you see, is on the right-hand side of the dam. And I don't know what part of town that is. Is that Pahrump over there? I don't know. We're approaching Las Vegas. And that's part of Lake Mead right there. So I've arrived back home because I am exhausted. I'm taking an Uber. In past videos, you've seen what the Uber pickup spot looks like. And this isn't it, huh? Look at that. Craziness. Hey, Diana. I just fed Diana. I don't know if she's eaten in the past couple days because, oh, and there's Buddy. Can you see him in the shadows there? There he is. I don't know if she's eaten because when I put food out for her, she was taking giant mouthfuls. Oh, she was not letting Buddy get close. But he's over in the shadows right there. my little boyfriend. So I fed Diana, that beautiful cat, look at her. And I fed the kids. And now, whoop, oh boy, buddy, all right. He's decided to climb a tree like a real panther. Hi, honey. I don't mind when he climbs that tree. When he climbs the other tree, which he'll probably do right now because he knows I don't like it. Whoops. Yep. Oh, there he goes. This tree. He climbs up that tree. And then when I'm there, he cries because he's afraid to come down. Poor thing. All right. Hey, boyfriend. Yeah? Hi. Oh, I love him. I love him so much. He was very bored while I was away this trip. You could tell when I got in the house. So I got home about a half hour ago. I fed the kids. Look at him, majestic on that rock. Are you happy, honey? Are you happy, buddy? Yeah. I got home about a half hour ago. I fed the kids, gave them some treats, fed Diana. Buddy and I are going for our little walk. He's been very good today. Where is he? Over there. And yeah, when he's done with his walk, I'm taking a nap. And look who decided to climb into that tree that he knows I hate when he goes up there, but he loves it. His eyes are the same color as those leaves right now. Crazy. All right, honey. Now he's gonna settle in and get comfortable. Hi, honey. Oop. All right, so Buddy came down from the tree, but he's taking a little walkabout from there. So I think I'm gonna let him hang out outside for a little while. I'm gonna go upstairs, take a little cat nap of my own because I'm wiped out. And I don't think he wants to come inside, so I'll let him in later on. The next time you see me will probably be for a very short video reviewing 2 products that Teami has sent me. Now, if you've been watching me for a little while, you know that there's a tea company called Teami that sent me some products that I really have fallen in love with. 2 of them, not so much. They weren't giant home runs for me. But they sent me recently a face wash that they launched recently. I was going to do a video when it launched or before it's launched, but my mother died and there didn't seem to be a good time to do a video about a face wash, right? And then I want to say last week, they sent me a product that will be launching soon, and it's a protein powder, like I use Muscle Milk's protein mix, mostly because I eat a lot of pasta. I don't eat as much meat and protein as I should, so I do use this protein mix by Muscle Milk fairly often. And Teami came out with this vegan protein mix, protein powder, chocolate flavored. They sent me chocolate flavor. But I'm going to be trying that over the next couple days. And so I'm going to do a little video, I think, about the 2 new products that Teami sent me. So that's the next time you'll probably see me. And then I have a trip that starts on Saturday. So if I go on that trip, I'll take you along with me. Until then, I hope you have a great day. Fly safe, wash your hands.